Hey everyone, Adrian Raza here. Today we're in Salar de Uyuni and I'm going to teach you how to skimboard.
Skimboard dream come true. It's insane.
So before learning how to skimboard, you'll obviously need a skimboard. Many beginners make their first mistake by buying the wrong kind of board. In this video, we'll be referring to flatland skimboarding, which in general means you're skimboarding on flat water without the intention of catching waves. Do let me know if you want me to make a video about wave skimboarding in the future. Personally, I ride boards from DB Skimboards. Their entire lineup are high quality boards and you wouldn't go wrong with any of their gear. In general, a board is made of wood. Mine is 5-ply maple, just like the skateboards. It has an EVA foam top for grip and impact protection. You can get away with a wooden top and simply applying wax, but I highly suggest a foam top. It's much nicer. The board must have a side-to-side rocker, so it's not completely flat. As a general rule of thumb, aim for a board that is around belly button high, but do check the size guides on the website of the board you're intending to buy. It must have some kind of resistant and slick base. Most boards use HPL or Formica. This greatly helps with sliding on rough surfaces and opens up possibilities by giving you the ability to slide on ramps, rails, and urban surfaces. A lot of cheaper boards have a full wood base, which I don't really recommend if you're planning on progressing to more than just short beach slides. As a beginner, make sure you find a nice shallow beach, lake, river, or puddle that is free of debris. For your first slides, you should look for something that's only a few centimeters deep. About 1/4 of a finger for reference will be perfect for your first slides. If your spot is windy, be sure to always skimboard in the direction of the wind. Going against the wind will greatly slow you down and your board could even fly away when throwing it. If you're regular footed, which means your preferred back foot is your right foot, hold your board as followed. Place your right hand in the center back and your left hand 3/4 up on the side. If you're goofy or left foot back, it's your left hand on the center back and your right hand 3/4 up the board. Now to throw your board. Make sure you throw your board as flat as possible on the water. Use your backhand to do the throwing motion and your front hand to stabilize the board, ensuring it stays flat. Use enough power to throw your board a few meters in front of you. Make sure you're not throwing the board with the nose facing down to prevent the board from getting stuck in the ground. Also, throwing the board with the nose too high will prevent it from having a nice even drop. So this is what it looks like. Do a little run, drop the board, hear that sweet smack of the board on the water, and that's your ideal drop covered. Now, it's jumping on your board. So you're now chasing your board. Make sure you're running in a straight line behind the board. Once you reach it, make sure the last foot touching the ground is your back foot. You then leap forward, propelling yourself with the maximum amount of forward momentum using the strength of your back foot. You get on the board with both feet at the same time, or your front foot a few milliseconds before your back foot. It's important to understand that you're not really jumping on your board. The motion is more like pushing yourself forward. Imagine it more like you're running and sliding on ice. You should use that principle to ensure you're using all your force to get your momentum going forward. A common mistake for beginners is running to the side of their board before jumping on. Try to avoid this as you'll struggle to make speed, you'll be off balance, and you won't really slide straight. If you're goofy footed, simply follow the same instructions but mirror the motion to your correct foot placement. Your foot placement on the board should be more or less shoulder width apart, with your back foot almost at the full back of the board and your front foot 3/4 up. When trying different tricks, this doesn't apply as much. I'll explain this all in future videos about more advanced tricks. So, once on the board, slightly bend your knees and loosen your body. Try to open your shoulders and hips forward and look in front of you. This will help you have a nice straight ride. Now, let's learn your first little trick, the backside spin. This one's pretty simple. Just squat down and make sure you're putting the same amount of pressure on your front and back foot, nicely balanced. Then proceed to drag your hand in the water with a slight push against the direction you're sliding. Look backwards while forcing your shoulders and your hips to follow your movement. This will initiate the backside spin. Make sure you keep your center of gravity even, don't lean forward or back, and stay nicely balanced. Spin a full 360, or with more speed, you could even spin more, 720, 900, 1080. This is a fun and easy trick and allows for some really cool combos once you combine it with other tricks.
So that was the very basics of skimboarding. I hope that helped you out. If you have any more questions, need more advice on how to do the basics of skimboarding, please let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to help you. And be sure to check out the next videos where we're gonna teach you tricks and way more fun stuff you can do on your skimboard. Salar de Uyuni, thank you for having us. See you guys next time.